everybody, and welcome back to Kigali, Rwanda. This is the FIBA AfroBasket. It's the quarterfinals qualification, and we're starting things off with Egypt and Angola. So we'll watch this game, and then later today we will watch Rwanda against Guinea. And of course, they will be advancing to take on some good teams that have won their respective groups. So here you are, the winner of this game will advance to take on Senegal. So it's no mean feat for the team that ultimately gets to the semifinals if it's going to be Egypt or Angola. But first off, they've got to get into that game to take on Senegal. Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, that is Pep Claros, and beside me is Graham Hiscock, who is my fellow commentator. Welcome, Graham.
Welcome, Jeff, and hi, everybody. It's knockout time. It's the classification for the quarterfinals, and Egypt and Angola getting into this game in different ways. Egypt losing humiliatingly to Guinea, 86-78, and Angola, after two tough losses, get a big win over DR Congo, so they're definitely on the rise. And in that huge game, Carlos Morais, 16 points, 7 rebounds, and Eduardo Minguez, 13 points. Those two leading the scoring. But Chirao Dundao again, inspirational figure. Gerson Conchavez, some great moves, and that huge dunk, left-handed dunk that he made that really changed the momentum of the game. I really like what Angola are doing. They're out early for the game today, an hour, at least an hour before the game, warming up, looking focused, and Egypt better be ready. They weren't ready against Guinea, and if they're not ready today, they could have some real issues, Jeff.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Egypt, their AfroBasket campaign kind of took a turn for the worse after they got up on top by 19 points against Tunisia, and then lost that game, and they kind of carried that hangover of that defeat into their game against Guinea, who really nobody, myself included, gave them much of a chance of winning. And all Guinea did was come out and beat the Egyptian team. So, you know, they walked off not even knowing if they were going to make it to the qualification for the quarterfinals. They were fortunate that Tunisia beat Central African Republic, because had that not happened, Central African Republic and not Egypt would have made it this far. So the good news is it's tournament play, and they can put that defeat behind them and come out and play well against Angola. And for that to happen, Graham, I think we see Egypt at their best when their guards especially are playing harassing defense, playing extremely fast, and especially when Ahab Saleh Amin is on the court, just going up and just really being a pest to everybody, coming up with steals, fast breaks. You know, if we see that energy from them today and that intensity, then it could be an Egyptian win. Otherwise, Angola, who have a lot of doubters, they might just get into a quarterfinal against Senegal, one of their familiar rivals.
Absolutely, Egypt have got to be ready, but Ahab Saleh Amin was just brilliant. Again, even in that loss, he was inspirational with 21 points, 6 rebounds and 4 steals. Everybody else has got to come to play, and if they don't, that's down the responsibility of that man there, Coach Marai, and the captain, Gendi, and the senior players have got to make sure this Egyptian team are ready from the tip.
So we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems. Well, we just witnessed something that I've never witnessed in my 25 years of doing this. We watched the teams sing solo without any music accompanying their national anthems, and to be honest, I think I prefer it that way. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, hairs standing up.
Just real quickly, Wojciech Liszka from Poland, Kingsley Ojeaburu and Bonza Tonton from Poland, Nigeria, and Congo getting the call today. And yeah, that was incredible, wasn't it? I mean,
yes, well, I've not seen that before, and I just think that it means even more the fact they're singing without accompaniment.
These guys were incredible, including Edson Indoniema, but Eduardo Mingus, Santos, Gilson Bango, and Choli Dondao. But Indoniema, he's an even better singer, more powerful singer than a player. Gonçalves, Moraes, Pedro, Paulo Do, Gaku, all coming off the bench for that man, Pep Claudos, who, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I think he's done a great job as coach. I mean, they're playing, I thought really they didn't show their best, ironically, and they won their last game. I thought they'd played better in their first two games defensively and rebounding-wise. But for Egypt, Dula, Ehab Saleh Amin in the starting lineup today, Omar, Farag, Azab, Ahmed, so Bibo's in the starting lineup as well as Ali Ahmed. And then you've got all of those guys coming off the bench. So for Coach Marai, and they also did a great job singing. I think it kind of caught us all. Yeah. And it kind of broke the ice a little bit, didn't it? Sure. I just think that was absolutely I think we should have the wonderful Polish referee, his comrades sing their national anthems as well next time.
Unaccompanied. That was just beautiful.
That's Wojciech, by the way.
Wojciech, yeah. Good guy. All the refs, they're good guys and doing a great job. Now, I really like the fact Amin starts. He didn't start against Guinea, and by the time he came in, it was almost too late. Guinea were totally on top, and it wasn't until that second half when Egypt made their run and almost got back that he was able to dominate. But he is their best player. He needs to be in from the start. He can dictate the pace and the attitude of Egypt. As for Angola, they're getting more and more impressive. As you say, Pep Claros had to defend his team after the two losses, and in the end, the basketball just did the talking for Angola, and Carlos Moraes leading the scoring, just over 13 points a game. Gilson Bango, we love Gilson Bango, 10 rebounds a game, and Indoniema, he's the leading assist man, as well as being a great defender.
Yeah, Indoniema was, came to the press conference the other day, and I think everybody's in complete agreement that he's really sets the tone for this team defensively, and Pep Claudos is saying, this guy's the best shooter in Angolan basketball, but he's giving up a lot just to be our best defensive player, on-ball defender, and he's been terrific. So Gilson Bango as well. We didn't see his best in the last game, but nevertheless, it's all about squads, and they did enough to get the win that they needed. So here we are. Well, we are underway here in Kigali, the first qualification for the quarterfinals. And it's the game between Egypt and Angola. Egypt finishing second in their group. Angola coming in third. And, well, this is a tough competition, and this is the part of the tournament that you want to be in. You want to advance from the group phase.
Yeah, early shot from Angola, from Minguez. Just a bit set hard off the glass.
And it is interesting. I think Coach Marai looking for both Bibu and Amin, who have actually been pretty consistent players. And I thought they actually, in that defeat to Guinea, were probably the two best players. So I don't know if that's recognition of that being in the starting lineup, or...
Well, they had to shake things up. They had to do something.
Here's Bibu.
Had to take a step. Bibu, he can hit that shot, but I like him closer to the bucket.
Yeah, the problem there is that he's not under rebounding, but if he hits it, then he pulls Joseph Bango away from the basket. Bounce pass to Ndoniema, who gets the first 2 points.
Great concentration there as the bigs came over to challenge the shot.
And remember, as you look at Ndoniema drive in and get the first 2 points, that foul was on Dos Santos, by the way. This is the 60th anniversary this year of the founding of FIBA Africa. So that's been one of the storylines in these parts. Of course, historically, Egypt, one of the best teams, and also Angola, the all-time winners with 11 AfroBasket titles.
Yeah, both teams steeped in history with an AfroBasket, none more so than Angola. And we know that Claros doesn't want to keep talking about the past. He wants to build a bright future, and it starts right now. And but no, an amazing domination of African basketball.
3-point shot, no good, but Bibu, and there you go. That's why you want him inside. He's there for the putback. Remember, they don't have Anas. They're missing him, who has had to go home to get an operation after the first game on his shoulder. So over and back is the call on Childe Dondao.
Unlike Childe, he normally takes care of the ball that he stepped on the line. Good job by Wojciech, right in line with the play. Of course, need that trail ref to call those types of plays.
To Ali Ahmed, Bibu. So Dula in the game, and he steps out of bounds.
A couple of mistakes by either team, just feeling their way into the contest. High stakes, loser goes home. The winner, as you said in the intro, Jeff, will face Senegal. And Senegal just one of 2 unbeaten teams.
Yeah, Senegal looking like the tournament favorites right now. The ball turned over, and Dula bringing it the other way. Angola's had their struggles scoring points. And an offensive foul called on Bibu, moving over, and look who is fouled, Ndoniema.
Ndoniema chasing hard, and Bibu need to move. His foot's almost on the baseline. Just stay as you are. Ndoniema then has to go out of bounds to chase Dula, and there's no issues.
Ndoniema, who sang that national anthem with so much pride, gives it over to Minguez. Minguez, the 42-year-old. Wow. Will it be Amin? He's short. You do wonder, though, with Amin having played so well coming off the bench, if you do want to disrupt that, but because he really has been like a shot of espresso every time he's come into the game for Egypt. And now he starts. Ndoniema puts it up, and Bibu gets it over to Dula. Up ahead to Amin. Open on the baseline. Good. Well, I guess that answers that.
Great push ahead by Dula. Amin gets to his spot, mid-range jump shot. Knocks it down.
Doniema fumbled the ball, but ends up with Angola. Childe, Dondao. Dos Santos tries to get it to Gilson Bango. Good rotation there from Amin.
He came from the weak side. Great D. Watch where he comes from in that is.
And avoids the contact.
Yeah, just great all-round defense. Good anticipation.
And Gilson Bango tries to dunk over Bibu, and he shows us another element of his game. His presence out there changes everything in terms of rim protection.
Bibu, great job on Gilson Bango. We know how tough Bango is.
And the reach and the foul called on Ndoniema.
Hand off by Bibu. Dula again through around the screen. And this time, Ndoniema fouls and he puts his hands up straight away. No protest. And here comes Arabi.
So he goes for 3 minutes before Arabi comes in, and a good overall start for Bibu, helping Egypt. I would guess he'd be back in sooner rather than later. Ali Ahmed, he loses it, guarded by Mingus, but it's going to be Egypt basketball.
Coach already on his players. I guess he wanted Ali Ahmed to protect the ball better there in the post.
Eyes up, drives in, the charge called.
Childe Dundale, love that. You could hear him scream with delight. Watch this. He's in good position. Once
outside the keyway.
Yeah, once Azab was committed, he was in big trouble.
One of the bigger issues for this Egypt team going back to the Tunisia game is that the frequency with which they've complained about pretty much everything, calls, and doesn't seem to be quite as noticeable today, so maybe they're trying to rein in those emotions. Dondao.
It was a strange shot because he was open. Normally,
it is a struggle for this team to score. There's no doubt about it.
Down 2 of 4 in the last game from behind the arc.
That's why you'll see probably Moraes come in pretty quickly here. This goes on much longer. Amin hands it off to Dula. Arabi. Well, those Egyptian bigs are having their own way right now, down low with Angola, with the likes of Gilson Bango. And here's Moraes and Teotonio Do. And Teotonio Do was really maybe the biggest surprise of all in the last game for this Angola team. He played exceptionally well. And, offensive foul called on Arabi. He raised his right arm to get past Teotonio. He kind of took his head with him. He's such a big guy. Watch this. Watch his right elbow. See it? Bam. That's his first contribution coming off the bench.
No need for that. It was almost basket side, just had to keep moving to the hoop.
And Ndoniema.
I think it's Moraes time soon.
Yeah, and now the foul called on Childe Dondao. Yeah, Moraes is in the game with Teotonio Do.
They need to get in some shots, but not to the point where they're totally relying on him. Inside, outside dribble, and Childe Dundao reaches just before he starts to move his feet.
Baku is coming in from Mingus, and Ndoniema is going to sit down with Gonçalves coming in. Gonçalves.
Gonçalves, 11 points, 4 assists, 4 steals in the win over DR Congo, and the highlight dunk as well.
Yeah. Right at you, man. And the handoff, and that's a tough one for Arabi, I think, to catch.
Yes. The bounce pass, we agree, is a great pass to use. It just needed to come up a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's almost, I mean, he does a good job just to get his hand on the ball.
Get that nice bounce. Get the nice bounce up into the hand, and that can lead you to the bucket.
Driving in from the baseline, Hisham over to Dula.
Wow.
Like a bullet out of a gun, Dundao now passes back to Maraish. Rabi rebounds it, and it is a low-scoring first 5 minutes. Just 6 total points. Rabi quickly to Ali Ahmed. And now Coach Marai salutes Orabi, says, well done.
Finally. Great pass, you know, it was a quick pass as well, so the defense couldn't react to it.
Savis out to Gaku, who can hit that shot, and he does.
Great job by Gaku. Little pass fake, and he knocks down the 3. 1 of 4 from behind the arc in the last game, so good start for him.
Omar Hisham gets it to Arabi, much better. Give him the high pass, and he's going to catch it.
That's one thing Arabi does well. He catches the ball, keeps it high. He's got great hands, and he keeps it up. Tough for Angola.
Egypt with a 3-point lead. Gaku, shot clock winding down. Dundao with a high arcing shot that goes in.
What a bailout shot from Childe Dundao. He knew the shot clock was running down, and he still had to shoot it so high. Nothing but net. Highlight play there.
Amin to Arabi. Well, let's see this. We haven't seen that all tournament. Hisham. So look at Dundao on this play. Here we go. Shot clock winding down. He has no other option but to try and get it, first of all, over Amin and Arabi. And where's the ball? There it is. It falls from the sky.
That's as high a shot as you're going to see in AfroBasket this year.
There it goes, out of the picture.
Giving his instructions and Dundao on the bench now. Let's take a break.
Antonio Doe was able to get in there. Egypt appealing for a travel.
Yeah, the footwork just looked a little bit out of control, and as he spun,
looked like he was off balance or something.
Just threw it up a bit early in his move, but Angola retained possession.
It's funny that Wojciech Liszka was also one of the referees in that testy affair with, I'm not sure he was looking forward to coming out to Egypt again. I mean, I say that, I don't know, but.
Yeah, that was a big test. We spoke about it in the lobby before we left for the arena today. Yeah, big test, but I thought they did. One of the referees did a good job.
Shihata doesn't fall, because they have to assign the referees, so they must have looked at it and said, well, he did a good job in that game. Let's put him back out there again.
Wow. And
a charge by Teotonio Doe, barreling into big Arabi.
If you're going to knock Arabi down, you really are moving at some pace. And I think he may have hit his head here, so.
Oh dear, I don't need another injury.
I think the doctor.
Hopefully he's okay.
I think the doctor's going to come on the floor here and just check he's okay.
Watch his head. Oh.
Yeah, that's not. Wow. That's not good.
What happened there with Doe? Did he trip it? Because that's what I'm wondering. Unlike with Pep Flores, what did he do?
He's just got into the keto and just kept moving forward and just. He's been aggressive with Arabi, but they must have got. I think they got tangled up. It's the only way Arabi's going to end up on the floor. Anthems having to come out.
Okay, so that was my thinking. He hadn't done anything wrong to Tony. It looked like he was just standing there, and Robbie actually kind of lost his footing or something.
Yeah.
And fell down.
Just an incidental collision, and that's how the refs have called it. Good job by the refs.
Gaku with Ali Ahmed behind him. Gaku's already hit a three. Now this pass to Bouimba. Bouimba gets in. He's fouled by Ali Ahmed.
Nice move. Aggressive move by Bouimba. Just attacks. There's the foul. Ali Ahmed comes out.
Ali Ahmed goes. No sign of Gindi yet. Shusha has come in, as well as Kiju.
Yeah, they've got some players on the bench. Egypt that can really change.
Bibu also.
Yeah, they can really change the game. So it's 8-7 and no scoring affair. Yeah, they're just 2 points, just at the one shot. 2 points, 1 rebound in the win versus DR Congo.
He looks pretty useful though.
Yeah.
He's going to guard the ball.
He's a good athlete. And organised, come straight in the game and contributed.
Kiju brings it across midcourt. Omar Hisham. Passes it back to Kiju. They can't get it to Bibu. He's not down low. Here is, Shihata has to launch it right at the buzzer. Gets it to go.
Oh, yes. Shihata, he knew the shot clock was running down and he had quick fake and dribble and knocks it down.
Wamba taking on Bibu. And Bibu called for the foul.
Yeah, they're going downhill there.
Look at this. How does Shihata get a three in this situation? And the madness. It looked like he wasn't going to get anything.
Yep.
Egypt wasn't going to get anything after Shusha fell down.
It's a tough shot over the outstretched hand of Gaku. Bouimba just in the 3 games, 5.5 minutes a game. One rebound and less than a point a game. So, X factor time maybe, Jeff. Quick start for Bouimba.
Always looking for the X factor.
As soon as we praise him, he misses the free throw. So, for his sake, he can knock this down.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. Yep. On the second, Bibu goes back out. Ali Ahmed comes in. So, quite a few fouls up there for Egypt. Well, yeah, Bibu has 2 and Arabi has 2. So 2 of the bigs have 2 fouls already. Hisham, oh boy. And charged into Gaku. Showed some spring in his step.
Yeah,
Watch this.
Yeah. Gaku again. Oh, wow. He was just there. But again, that's the issue. If you're going to take it all the way to the basket, the defense are waiting for you. And Gaku loves that. That's where that floater, the Childe Dundale floater, that's where that comes into its own. So you can pull up before you get to the defense that are waiting.
Moraes tries to make the pass, but well covered by Egypt. And Hisham has to be careful about throwing that ball back in under his own basket.
Yeah, no way through that for Moraes.
Under the Angola basket, rather. Then Opalo also in, number 9. He's got the basketball for Angola. Gaku. for three, his second from the same spot.
Yeah, again, just catch and shoot, no pulls, just catch and shoot. Great job for Gaku.
Shusha from a long way out hits a three-pointer.
Angola playing a bit of zone there, and that is a zone buster. Long range three. Shusha.
Now Shihata reaches in and commits the foul. But that's the kind of defense they got to play. They need to be on Angola, making life difficult for them.
That's their trademark when they're playing well.
So Ahab Amin also getting ready to check back in.
Chavez, 7.7 points again, 57% from the line.
Well, whichever team wins this is going to have its hands full in the quarterfinal against Senegal. There's no doubt about that. It does seem like Egypt might have a little more firepower to be able to go up against them in the guards, and also they've got some size. But if they don't play well enough to get there, it won't matter. It'll be Angola. The big question is, are Angola getting better as this tournament is going on? And, well, we'll see. They haven't really been that good on offense today. But even so, I think this type of game is more played at their usual level. It's the rhythm of the game that they tend to find themselves in. That's why it's so low scoring.
Gaku there stepping out on the foul, just trying to extend the D so Egypt can't get the shot up, and he commits the foul.
Shusha's free throw goes in and out. Shusha, one of the veterans, again, puts it up, and this time it's good. So Egypt back into a slender lead. Well, Chavez. See if Amin can come up with a pick. Nope, he goes past him. Look at that. Boy, Gonçalves is tough, isn't it?
I really like Gonçalves. Good.
Right at the end.
Yeah.
So he ran that to perfection right at the end.
Yeah. Good screen.
And Kiju getting an earful from his coach for not helping out.
Yeah. Tidoni Ado, nice screen. And then splits the gap. Eurostep. No charge. Just drops it over the top in perfect control there. But Coach Marai is not in perfect control right there. Feeling the pressure.
At the end of one, it's Angola leading Egypt 16-15.
Let's look at some of the stats. Angola 3 of 6 from 2, 2 of 7 from 3, 4 of 6 from the line. Egypt 4 of 5 from 2, 2 of 7 from 3, so identical from three-point range. And 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So both teams having their struggles, but I'm sure things will improve for both teams. The intensity will go up. Amin just sprinting down the floor, getting to his spot. Great pass ahead by Dula. And then pass fake to the left, gets the defense off him. Gaku gets his shan off him, and he knocks down the three. He likes that spot. He's made 2. Perfect rotation, and Gaku, he's got good size inside, and then he can knock down the 3 as well. This is tough. He had to get it up, a real quick release, past one defender, and then one defender coming out on the help. And Shahata with a big big time shot.
Chavez, who just scored, attacks again. Gives it to Paolo. Steps behind the arc on Chavez with a hand in the face. Good job by Omar Hisham. But there's the Leonel Paolo with his back to the basket, putting the ball up and scoring.
Great job by Leonel Paolo. That was a tough finish. Right place, right time.
Yeah. He's had about as quiet a tournament as I've ever seen him have. Maybe he'll start to be a contributor in to this team. Shihata falls over. Moraes in the open floor, hands it off. And there is Leonel Paolo missing. Teotonio Doe was there, but excellent work from behind by Shihata, who got in there to knock it away.
Teotonio Doe, good rebound off the miss from Paolo, but he's got to keep the ball up. As soon as he brings it down, those Egyptian guards, Shihata, Hisham, and then they are going to be all over him like a rash.
Now, once again, they're changing the call and giving the basketball back to Angola. It was funny because Eduardo Mingus was arguing it should be their ball, and sure enough, they just got their signals crossed. They meant to give it to Angola. Good Shihata, though, for the second time, comes up and gets a steal up to Ali Ahmed. Omar Hisham, and there is the swat from Teotonio Doe. How do you do?
Don't come in here with that. He's just said that. I mean, he's come out from a long way, and Hisham, it made it worse because he got caught up in the air. So it was very much a duo there in the defense, and Teotonio Doe able to swat it away.
Good defense from Angola. Omar Hisham over to Amin. Pump fake on the baseline. So now the Angola defense starting to ratchet up. Antoniema whips it back. Amin got knocked down, stands up. Teotonio Doe, a little jump hook. Orabi rebounds the miss. Now starting to heat up. The game between Egypt and Angola. And a swat again from Teotonio Doe, but the whistle had blown.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have counted or not.
I'm not sure that was on the way down. He's timed his block perfectly, but there's a foul already.
Consecutive possessions. Consecutive possessions. Big number 11, Teotonio Doe, rising to the occasion.
And they've got quite a double act there with Teotonio Doe and Gilson Bango, who we haven't.
Yeah, Gilson Bango has been, he was their star performer in the first two games. Got into foul trouble in the last game. And
just 4 minutes tonight so far.
Now, they're arguing about who is going to take the free throws, I think. Pep Cardos does not want It's interesting they take Teotonio Doe out right now.
Yeah.
He's just made two huge plays on defense.
Yeah.
And they bring back Gilson Bango.
Yeah, he did struggle in the quiet game in the DR Congo win, but we know he can be a huge help for this team on the interior.
Angola really look like they're ready to go for it here. Hisham, both misses. And the basketball goes over to Angola. I think Gindi, the captain, comes in for the first time for Egypt. He replaces Omar Hisham.
A big game for him. He's got to play like a captain and a leader on this team.
And Chavez. Antoniema runs off the screen. Leonel Paolo. Mingus. Back outside, Indoniema, shot clock about to expire, that's short.
Great defense from Egypt, chased every pass and every possession within that offense, and they forced the air ball right at the end of the shot clock. Good D by Egypt, that's what they've got to do. And then fast-paced offense on the back of good defense.
Brings it up. Ali Ahmed, guarded closely by the 42-year-old Mingus. Gindi drives in, and Chilsambango not able to block the shot. Those long arms had extended to get the hand close to Gindi, but he still was able to score. That's a good sign for Egypt. Chavez, bank shot.
He's got some moves, that is tough. Just came to a stop. Would have been a fade, left-handed, one-handed off the glass.
Oh, they don't get it across. Well, justice prevails because the shot clock had already gone to 16, and he still had the ball in his hands well in backcourt.
Confusion there between Amin and Ali Ahmed.
Well, the Amin factor not quite as pronounced tonight. He takes a seat. They're going to need his scoring. Wamba drives in, and Arabi flew at him with his arms up. Now Omer Azab is back in with Shusha, and the telegraph pass almost picked off. Gaku read it.
There was a player in the passing lane, so the receiver has to cut out, or just make a curl cut towards the ball to receive it. Otherwise, it's an interception or a deflection every time.
Shusha puts his head down, tough pass to Gindi. Indoniema on Gindi. Made him take a tough shot, this time not successful. Dondao whips the pass over to Bwamba. Oh, nice.
There we go.
Flying through the air.
Good offense by Angola. Before Egypt can get set at all on D, Bwamba flies to the bucket with a little double clutch. Right hand finish from the left, no challenge to that shot. And coach Narai had to call time out there, Jeff.
Look at the emotion from Teotonio Doe.
They're definitely really together, Angola.
كباتن في الهجوم يا كباتن في الهجوم ترجع يلعب داون تاني يا احنا هتقعد تعمل لي بايديك كده وهتقرفنا هو دي ام الباسكت بقى كده يلا العب راجل يلا داون نلعب داون عمر يا علي بعد ما بتعمل التريلر سكرين اجري لقدام هنا ميدي تاخدها عمر طارق في كات واطلع استلم كملوا للاخر شوشه هنا شوشه
Some of the stats going through, and Angola 18 to 11 points from the bench. It's one of the key differences at the moment, but they're just playing stronger and no defensive reaction to that Wemba score, and he's done a good job. He hasn't played a lot of minutes. He's come in and really doing a nice filling job for Angola.
Shusha picks up his dribble and tries to get it to Ali Ahmed. It goes out of bounds.
A couple of turnovers Ali Ahmed has been involved in, and he's talking to the ref. And you've just got to get on and play. Save your energy for the game. Keep your frustrations under control.
Omer Azab trying to pick up the D on Childe Dondao. Egypt with their biggest deficit right now, and good help from behind by Gindi, but then Azab not able to hold on to it. Childe Dondao over to Gaku. Boyamba run off the three-point line, then he gets it to Gaku.
Patient play by Angola, and Bremba in the heart of the good action. Almost over and back there for Egypt.
Ali Ahmed down low, goes up, right decision.
Play for Ali Ahmed, makes up for the couple of turnovers. And the key there was keeping the ball up high and finishing around the basket.
Over to Gilson Bango.
Haven't seen that shot from him, Jeff. I like that, the one-handed push shot.
Well, he certainly is a colorful personality.
He just seems very frustrated, Coach Marai.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
But boy, when the game starts, you don't want to be near him.
No, he's been very open with us when we wanted to chat to him early, pre-tournament and during the tournament. They're just looking a bit dejected. Heads down a little bit, Egypt. They've got to.
He's the kind of guy you want to sit with a nice cup of tea, kind of a roaring fire, and talk about the good old days. Because he's been involved in basketball for a very long time. I mean, and passes to Kiju. Who are they going to call the foul? It's on Gaku. And Kiju, the man that got under the skin of Salah Mejri, wins that battle with Gaku.
Yeah, good job by Kiju, being strong, deep in the key under the basket. A lot of pressure on Gaku. He commits the foul.
There's Kiju. And, oh! Joseph Bango with one of the blocks of the tournament.
I can't believe it. That is unreal.
He sent that ball all the way back to Angola. Goodness me!
That is a spike of spikes. But Keju's got a shot fake. You can see him in front of him. You can't just put a little jump hook up. Up fake, let him jump, go past you, then crush it. What is going on here?
Job by Angola.
Yeah, that was better by Keju's come straight back in again. This time, he's up against Bremba, so he's going to have the upper hand.
Angola did not get it back, so a chance for Egypt. Really fighting at Egypt. You can just see they have not been the same since that defeat to Tunisia. Before that, first 15 minutes of that game against Tunisia, they were like potential AfroBasket champions. That's how well they were playing. And they're trying to rediscover that mojo with Keju.
They built up a really big lead, and then Tunisia just chipped away at it. Hasn't been able to get back on track since.
And Doniema fouled as he puts up the three.
Yeah, good movement off the ball, coming from low to high on the curl. And Amin back in, and he just couldn't stop. He's chasing him so hard, and this is the issue. You're chasing hard, following the player around the screen, and then they
had
pull
his
up.
hands on the player when he went up.
Yes, it's a correct call. He just couldn't pull up. And then Doniema elevated.
Oh, this is the first. Makes the second. And Doniema. This is the type of thing that can also get him going.
Yeah.
Although again, he's expected to be the defensive leader in this Angola team. And he makes the third.
Yeah, he was 80% from the line coming into the game, so good foul shooter.
Shahata hands it off. Bibu. Now to Gindi. That's short. And Gilson Bango rebounds the basketball.
Yeah, Gaku coming out to challenge the shot, just doing enough.
Spinning his way down. Now Gaku Dundal with a flying Shahata coming right at him. And Gilson Bango crashing the boards. It's going to be Shahata. Over to Amin. Hopefully he takes his anger out on the rim with his three, but it front and back and stays out.
That three was in transition, and then just a little bit long on that.
Boyamba into the corner, now Gaku. Dundal passes to Gilson Bango, and great defense by Egypt.
It's more like Egyptian basketball. They're chasing, harassing and harrowing the Angolan offense, and they get their just rewards as the shot clock runs out.
Were they haranguing them?
Could have been. Same. How many H's do we need in one in one sequence?
Omar Hisham back in the game. Tough assignment with Moraes. Would be that Bibu who's going to have to put the ball on the deck. He does. He gets it. Shot clock winding down. Hisham, and a foul committed by Angola with 2.6 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, they've got. That's their foul to give. Hisham just putting pressure on Inondinga. Good play by Egypt.
They've been able to play just a little more defense. They could have forced a violation or a tough shot. Now Gindi puts his head down. Gets it over to Bibu. Short. Keju with the rebound. Eight-point deficit facing this Egypt team. Omar Hisham this time avoids the hands and scores. Well, that's a brave man.
Great attack. Bango couldn't get over to change the shot. It was a quick attack and finished right at the hoop.
Chavez. Now Gilson Bango banging bodies, and Keju takes it away. We're going to call it jump ball.
I think Bango there, what he needs to develop with that move is...
Look at this.
That's a great job.
Now here's a man, see, he knows the hands are up there, so he's got to make sure that he avoids them.
Great play by Keju. Bango needs to make that move where he creates the contact, going high and then spins round to his left and finishes with the left hand as he dribbles straight into the help.
Hey, that was a real dogfight with Keju, wasn't it? And Gilson Bango.
Good to see. Yeah.
And great play by Eduardo Mingus.
Yeah. Keju, just stick to what you're good at. I just think dribbling. Oh, well.
Look at Mingus and Mariah talking.
Yeah. Just limped forward a bit there, Mingus, but he was solid. And he was still.
6 points the lead. Can they stretch it before halftime? Or might Egypt go on a little run of their own? Great defense and a late whistle and a foul called on Omar Hisham.
It's unfortunate for Egypt because where Moraes was going, that was going to be a tough shot, even if he was just shooting over Bibu. Hisham maybe just needed to stay out of that play, but again, it's the energy and the momentum just took it into Moraes. Just 3 of 6 from the line coming into today's game, Carlos Moraes.
Yep. but still an influential player in this team, even at 37 years of age. So timeout called with 1:52 remaining in the first half, and Angola leading 29-22.
من غير لا خطط ولا بطيخ. شوشه هتجيب مصطفى، هتلعب انت جندر معايا، ايهاب امين هتجيب يوسف شحاته. تمام. الاوفنس دلوقتي ليه؟ اسمعني، اي حد طالع بالكوره الناس البراميتر اللي هنا يا ايهاب هوش ان انت رايح للسكرين كده واطلع مره واحده خد الهاند اوف بدري، مش لما نستنى لسه لما ده ايهاب هو البوينت جارد. ايه؟ ايهاب هو البوينت جارد او شوشه لو طلعت بالكره مفيش مشكله. بعد الهاند اوف على طول يا بيبو عايز سكرين وتقطع، ما تخشش على طول، طلع الكوره ماشي يا جماعه.
ماشي يلا سكرين في الهجمه بتبقى سهله.
ايوه
لو تاخد سكرين بسرعه ما بيلحقش يقف في الهيدج بتاعه. حاول ناخدها من الحركه مش من الوقت.
Just looking at some of the stats both teams have called off from behind the arc in this second quarter. No threes from either team. And Angola, their biggest lead. In fact, 8 was their biggest lead, but they lead 7 at the moment. And Egypt desperately need a positive 152, and Amin's in the game. Egypt need him to really affect things.
Shusha gets in for a layup, and there was the follow, and that's what they've got to do because those Angolan defenders are challenging every layup. So it stands to reason that if Bibu goes in, he might be able to score with a putback.
Yeah, good play from Bibu. Player drives in, just go to the front of the rim if you're a big man.
Moraes, short.
Good defense from Egypt, getting right out on the shot there with Moraes. Don't want to let him get going at all.
Another chance for the Pharaohs now. And Amin turns it over. Ndoniema. Moraes pulls up, good!
There it is. Great transition, break 3 on 2, but they go to the left to Carlos Moraes for the 3.
And he blew a kiss to the crowd as he ran past Carlos Moraes. Gindi fouled from behind.
Gindi and Goncalves, they're similar the way they drive to the basket, the different pace, the change of pace, change of direction, good protection. In fact, the foul is on Goncalves. Gindi's trying his absolute best to drag Egypt back into this.
Well, when it rains, it pours. You miss free throws, you're trailing. Watch Gerson Gonçalves, see if he can dribble his way past. There he goes. Oh, and Bango misses the dunk. And then Orabi, or Bibu, gets the block, but then the foul's called.
Bango just not quite as explosive as he has been.
Watch this.
In the good games. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of went into him beforehand.
Bango looked a bit.
That was quite a bounce up, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he's fortunate to have got good job getting his own offensive rebound on the miss, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. He's 4 of 8 from the line coming into this game.
Not much time left in the first half. So break for Egypt.
Ball just seemed to stick a little bit as it came out of his hand. Let's see if he can get more of a flow as the ball leaves the hand. It's better.
to hold it for one shot, trailing by 8. Ideally, they'd free up either Gindi or Amin for a 3, but instead, Shusha turns it over.
Just ultimate frustration for Egypt there. Shusha, one of their key players. And he just throws it out of bounds under not a lot of pressure.
Yeah, just lost it out of bounds. Now it's going to be Angola with a chance. There's still 9 seconds left.
Childe, Leukene, Abu, Carlos y Edson. Childe, Leukene, Abu, Carlos y Edson. Leukene, sacas tú ahora. Sí, miras dónde está bola. Bola para Childe. Sí. Carlos está no corner. Edson está no corner. Abu, comienzas aquí. Vas a estar poste baixo. De poste baixo a poste baixo. No vas a hacer más nada. Childe, vas a atacar. Cuando atacamos, buscamos a Leukene. Leukene o Childe vais a romper para hollar drive y pasar a uno de los dos lanzadores. Mas tú tienes que estar todo el tiempo que el grande esté contigo. ¿Sí? Es drive para pasar al lanzamiento. ¿Verdad? Y lanzadores no dudes.
Marcar, marcar. 1, 2, 3. Marcar.
Well, he's definitely drawn up a play that involves Gonçalves, a.k.a. Leukene. That's what Pep calls him. He has it on the back of his jersey. Not sure what Leukene means. I'm trying to find out. So he's got it to Childe Dondao. And great read by Amin, and now he has a chance. Great play by Amin. Couldn't get it to go. Terrific hustle back down the floor by Childe Dondao and Gerson Gonçalves. Look at this.
Yeah, both teams coming up empty on their last 2 possessions. And Egypt just can't get it to finish on the Amin steal.
Yeah, Amin is frustrated, but you can't expect a foul if there isn't one. And we saw the replay, there wasn't a foul. They just hustled back. Halftime, it's Angola lead Egypt 33-25.
Let's look at some of the stats. 8 of 16 from 2, 3 of 12 from 3-point range. Carlos Moraes with one of those in transition. 8 of 13 free throws, 3 of 8 from free throw land for Egypt. 22% from 3. 18 to 16 rebounds, 6 assists for Egypt, 8 for Angola. 11 turnovers for Egypt, 7 for Angola. Top scorers, Qualif, 4, Shusha 4.
swatted out of bounds. Great play by Gumbo, who's been terrific in the second quarter. Oh, look at that! Costello taking out his anger on the rim.
Wow, that is Matt Costello at his best. Just straight down the middle. Domingo says, I don't want no piece of that.
Oh! And Diop showing us his hops again. Zua crosses midcourt. Oh, he gets it to go! He gets it to go. The three-pointer. Look at the fans as well behind the Cote d'Ivoire bench. Going nuts. Dwayne Dean goes behind his back. Entry pass again.
Holy cow. Incredible play by Ding. And the finish by Kuth. He's becoming a problem for Uganda.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Welcome back to Kigali Arena, Rwanda AfroBasket 2021. It's the playoff, the first playoff for a quarter-final place to hopefully beat Senegal, but to meet Senegal, and they're going to be tough. Ahmed, 4 points, 2 from 2. 2-point range. That is their leading scorer, and they are struggling. Just 25 points in that half. Angola, Gaku 8, Bango 6 rebounds. Wamba with the 2 assists and some nice scores as well. He's been a welcome addition off the bench. Giving them some good minutes. Five minutes, 4 points. And for Gaku, it's 8 points. 2 of 2 from behind the arc. 1 of 1 from 2-point range. He's perfect. And at the moment, it's a perfect situation for Angola. 8-point lead. What have Egypt got in response? Because if they don't respond and play the sort of great Egyptian basketball, up-tempo, in-your-face defense, basketball that we know they can, they're going to be going home. It's 90 seconds or so until we get restarted, so time to get their minds right to get off to a really fast start. Bango with some great blocks, such an entertaining player. And Qualif Mirage, slow start, but hit the big 3 in transition on the 3-on-2 break. He's on 4 points, 1 of 3 from 3. Taking no 2-pointers. Still so important for this team at 37 years young. 4 AfroBaskets. Golds, 2 silvers for him. And Guada Minguez, potential future Hall of Famers within FIBA. Let's listen in to the coaches before the start of the third quarter.
Últimos 8 segundos, responsabilidad individual, fintas de área, ¿sí? En ataque, jugamos green 5, jugamos 41 la primera opción. Jogamos Caio. Vamos.
Angola, força!
En Caio, bom bloqueio cego a grande. Bom bloqueio back pick to big.
Winner of this game goes on to the quarterfinals to face Senegal, the loser. They go home, and it's the end of their AfroBasket challenge for 2021. High stakes here. First of 2 games. Rwanda versus Guinea coming up next. Guinea had the huge win versus Egypt in their previous encounter.
Second half action underway here in Rwanda, and Angola with an 8-point lead. Just seemed to want it a little bit more in that first half, I think. And really the play, all-round play, but especially the shot-swatting bigs of Gilson Bango and Teotonio Doe were really sending out a message that they will not be taken lightly.
They've got real nice options there.
Ndoniema, who led the country in the national anthem pre-game, misses with his first shot. Music failed to come on. And the Angola players just standing there waiting, not knowing what to do. And then Ndoniema started singing it really loudly, and all of his teammates joined him. It was stirring stuff. And Bibu misses. So Childe Dondao now has a chance to run. And pulls it up. Coach Claros wants them to get it up and down the floor quickly. Mingus tried to get it down before the Egyptians can set up on defense. Here is Dondao, and Another short little jump shot for a 10-point lead.
Yeah, he's just got great early height on his shot, and of course, because of his diminutive physical stature, he has to get the ball up early.
Now another opportunity, and Mingus!
Mingus galloping down the floor. Great pass by Dos Santos, who's just come into the game. Made a huge difference already.
Azab fouled over on the sidelines with the reach from Ndoniema. Look at this. Dundao has been effective. And now this was Mingus, all 42 years of him racing down the floor for the layup.
Yeah, two-footed takeoff, got right to the hoop, so no chance of any block there from the Egyptian defenders.
Ndoniema had to go out because it was his third foul. They didn't have to, but his coach decided to take him out. So instead, Boimbach comes in with the team up by 12 points. Dula trying to stick with Dundao, who the smaller players at the FIBA AfroBasket, and this time Jilson Bango goes in, and he's fouled by Azab.
Good strong move from...
This is the replay.
Good strong move from Gilson Bango. They don't want to let him get airborne. Little slip off the pick and roll. And the defense reacts, but all they can do is foul him once he starts to go into his elevation move.
Gilson Bango is not a great free throw shooter, is he? But he makes that one. Now 1 of 2 on the day. Just want to confirm that, looking back at my notes.
Nice job.
Second.
Nice job by Bango. Keeping the momentum going Angola's way.
Well, came in shooting 50% at the line, having made 4 of 8. So 39-25. The problems become more severe, more acute for Egypt. Here it is, another interception almost. Gindi picks it up. And now the pass up ahead to Boamba, lays it up. Oh boy, that was an opportunity for Angola.
Yeah, he needs to make that. He's coming off the bench, reasonably limited minutes. It needs to be all positive.
And nice soft touch from Amin for a three-pointer. I thought they were on the ropes. If they had that layup going in at the other end, that would have made it a 16-point game, but now they trail by just 11. That's a big difference. Dundao, they keep it alive. Now, I mean, again, he's probably the key for this team. Goes behind his back. Gives it to Dula. Dula goes in and falling down, and they call a foul on Childe Dundao. Well, I think Dula was bailed out by that call, that's for sure. Watch this.
He was falling off balance, and he stumbled. Stumbled on the floor.
But actually, Dundao's legs did kind of come forward, like they slipped.
Yeah. And that's why he's ended up tripping over. But
so a break, maybe for Egypt. And you can certainly see why that call was made. And Dula has to make his free throws, and he does get the first one to go down. And knocked off the rim. He came in at 66.7% shooter, and now he's called for a foul. And that's tough, really, because, you know, Egypt need that type of play to turn this thing around. They need their guards to really start to pressure the Angolan guards to get some opportunities.
It's a tough matchup for Dula as well. Childe Dundao is so quick. He's as quick as he is. and he's tried to get the steal, but Dundal's protected the ball well enough.
Good hands from Dula. Dundal, fast pass to Gilson Bango, and it's taken away, and now Buyamba fouls Dula.
Yeah, that's a cheap foul. If you're going to go for the ball, let's make sure you do get it. Ball goes, he's never going to get the ball. Dula is between.
And then Dula's reaction also helped him get that foul, I think.
Sure.
So he goes out. Now Shihata has to pick up where he left off. And Omar Hisham, who was very active in the first half, is back in for Egypt. Here's Shihata, nobody picks him up. Goes right down the middle, and it's an 8-point deficit for Egypt. New life for the Pharaohs.
Angola switched off there. Shihata took full advantage, straight through the middle of the Angolan defense for the layup.
Wilson Gonçalves is getting ready to come back into the game. Lukini. Buyamba. Well, that is impressive.
Yeah, made up for his foul on the last play. Coates kept him in. Good job by Claris. No foul, even though Hisham is looking at the ref.
Watch this one where Shihata went right down the middle.
Yeah, no reaction.
Well, and now the turnover,
Doesn't seem himself today, Jeff, just when they needed him most.
Childe Dundal from the arc. Oh boy, that was big. 2 3-pointers for Angola. Back to back.
Great pass across court from wing to wing. And they're not winging it, Angola. They're playing great. They're looking like a team heading to the quarterfinals. His first three-pointer for Childe Dundal. Perfection.
زي يوسف الاتنين تعالى بسرعه خد الكره من ايده خدت انت بصيت هنا انزل اعمل سكرين لاي بيراميتر عشان يفتح الله نفس الكلام انت مالكش دعوه هنا هيرسيف ولا لا انت ويتنج اريا هنا يا ايهاب او يوسف البيج مان بينزل وبتطلع اوبن ذا الله الحاجه الثانيه ما تسقطش انا نفسي افهم ما هي دي المينتاليتي انت ساقط هنا ليه الواد اللي هو القصير النشاط هنا ساقط هنا ليه ما هو في ناس كتير تحت يلا يا صفر
That's tough on Egypt, but that's the level of competition we're at. They get it back to 8 points, and then Angola just turn it on. The Buyamba three followed by that really impressive three. Well, they're all impressive, but that was nice. Great pass by Dos Santos, who's been instrumental in this run. And
the Childe Dundal three.
Yeah, just great height. Again, he has to get early height on his shot because of the height he plays at.
I think Pep Claros willed that one in.
Yeah.
Actually, it was nothing but net from Childe Dundal. Gilson Bango now down low. Amin from the arc. Not looking good for Egypt. Gilson, Lukeni passes it up. Here's Amin. Oh boy, tough break for Egypt. Oh boy.
Again, he's not going to get that. Maybe that sums up the last couple of games, or in the Tunisia game as well when it started going west for Egypt. And then with a great steal. And then the ref is in the way, but he just gets on with it to his credit. And then the pass was just too far ahead of Gindi.
You can see the kind of the togetherness in this Angola team, battling together. Here's Bwamba, they're bonding, and Egypt, you know, you don't feel, you don't see that as much. So somebody needs to spark them. Hisham guarding Lukeni, and now Hisham had his path blocked by Mingus. Egypt would like to get out and run and get some easy points. Chihata from the right. Bubu. He doesn't rebound it, he hits it.
Yeah. And hit it straight into the hands of an Angolan defender.
Gilson Bango tries to set the screen. Moraes, a little runner.
That's just beautiful. No rush to that, no panic. Dribbles left, crosses over, gets to his spot, and another nice floater.
Azab, Angola, not giving away much here. Foul called on Bwamba.
Great move by Moraes. Knew Bibo was in front of him, was able just to slow down, pull up, and shoot the ball over the top of the defense.
And don't look now, but Teotonio Doe's back in the game for Angola. He was the player that really kind of ignited them with his defense in that first half. So watch his little duel here with Bibo. I mean, also back in. Gets it to Azab on the left corner.
Sensational pass by Amin. You think he's going to try a reverse layup, and in midair, kicks it out to Azab.
I mean, can't keep Bwamba, but there was Bibo with the rim protection.
I think maybe Bwamba needs to come out. That was into the defense.
Tough pass to Bibo. Azab from the other corner.
Just talking about the Angolan togetherness, I have mentioned it earlier. 11 of the players play for 2 clubs. Just inter-club is where...
Moraes gets swatted.
Is where Bwamba plays. Great defense.
Azab, and earns a trip to the line. He's certainly bringing some energy. Yeah, I think it helps playing in, you know, having so many that play in the same clubs. Although they seem to lack a little bit of offensive chemistry early on. Some of the Rwandan fans coming in early before their game to watch this one. So watch Bibu. Don't mess around with Bibu. Get it out. And then he does this.
Yeah, that's a bit weak by Bwamba. Needs to go up stronger than that or penetrate and kick. Because Bibo was just waiting for him. Big, bad Bibo. That big bad Badio.
I think we call him Triple B. And we call
Badio Branco is 4 Bs.
Well, Azab only makes 1 of 2. Who was it that was double M or Eminem? Oh boy, the turnover. That was a cheap one by Teotonio Doe, and Shehata was right there to take advantage.
This is what they got to do.
That's what they have to do. But they get it to Bwamba.
Bwamba. Great move. Quick pass. And the advantage is taken away from Egypt immediately.
Ali Ahmed, they've caught Gaku a little bit there. Shehata from the right.
Yeah, quick release from Shehata, just a bit long, and Gaku gobbles up the rebound. Good ploy by Angola here, just takes some time off the clock.
Gonçalves, AKA Lukeni, back outside to Gaku. He goes in off the glass. Nope. Only white shirts for the rebound. Azab passes up to Amin. Touchdown! Boy, he really got that one up, didn't he?
That's a wonderful pass, and Amin, right hand from the left side. Such an explosive player, Amin.
Bwamba. Well, that was a great pass. And Amin
still had a lot to do.
He's a great receiver of the ball, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the foul called down low. Bwamba.
Or was it on Marash? Ended up on the floor.
No, it's called by Wojcik. Watch this. This is a terrific play. And Teotoni Odo didn't go for the block there.
And it was the pace of the pass was so good, and the same with this one. And that's why, certainly with the Amin layup, that's why you must pass on the inside shoulder so the player can just run at the angle, catch, and there's no break in the speed to get to the basket.
So Azab is back to the line where he just split a pair. And the lead, once again, 11 points. So he can get it to single digits. Though you do get the sense that Egypt are, you know, they've kind of been buried and they're like refusing to go under. They're trying to claw their way out here, you know, gasping, doing everything they can to stay alive.
Well, they're in touch. So they're under 10, as you say, Jeff, and plenty of time.
Leo Paulo back in for Angola. Moraes has to break it and does get it across in time. Moraes took a shot to the side. He's bending over. 9-point deficit now. Basket here. Oh boy, this will hurt if it goes in, and it does! Look at it!
Perfect patience. Perfect patience from Angola. Beautiful shot from Gonçalves off the pass from Gaku.
Oh, great catch, Dula. And then a foul down low. And Angola are over the limit, so Egypt get a break. Look at Gonçalves. He's just, I think he's really grown up in this tournament. He's really played well, hasn't he?
Really impressed the way, the pace he plays. He can play quick, and he can just slow it down. It's nice. 2 penetrating kicks.
I mean, it's big because, you know, Egypt had the momentum.
Yeah, he knows the moment, and he's been one of the key players for sure for Angola.
But I can't hide his frustration over the free throw misses. Bibu gets the second to drop, and it's a 10-point difference with 0.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 11. Oh, I thought it was 52-42. Okay, 52-41. So 10 minutes remaining. Angola on top of Egypt, 52-41.
Just look at some of the statistics for the first 3 quarters. 46% from 2 for Angola, 6 of 16 from behind the arc. Massive 3 just then by Gonçalves, 10 of 15 from the line, and 5 of 12 for Egypt for the free throw line. 21% from 3. 52% from 2, so they're really struggling. 41 points, highest scorers in the qualifiers. And up to today, as we see some of the highlights, 77 points a game up to today, Jeff, and they've just not been on it. They just haven't been able to get into Egypt basketball mode, as we see Moraes.
Well, I think
that was Dundale 3. And
they've got, you know, they showed some fight there at the end of that third quarter.
Sure.
If they can carry that for the rest of the game, they will at least make this interesting.
They've definitely got one more run inside them for sure. And this is Moraes going past Amin. He tries the left-hand layup, but Bibo says no. No way, not that. And Moraes will know that's not strong enough. He's got to attack the basket and get all the way to the basket. That's better. If he's got the bigs in there, just pull up like Shure done out, and just, you've got to have that floater shot as a guard with these bigs hanging around the basket.
Nine points apiece for Lukeni, or Gonçalves if you want to call him, as well as Buyamba leading the way for Angola. Azab over to Omar Hisham. He passes it back out to Dula into the corner. Azab. They worked hard for that three.
Yeah, really tough offensive play there with penetrate kick and then extra pass to the left-hand corner as we look, and just couldn't get it to go. That would have been a big momentum. Get the ball in the basket, get your defense on. Set the traps around the sideline and the halfway line.
Well, they got the problem with Gerson Gonçalves, Lukeni. He's really playing well now. Maybe they want to deny him the basketball. Shusha comes in for Azab. Three-point shot from Moraes. That is big.
Step back three for Carlos Moraes. Huge moment from a huge player for Angola.
Gindi gets it to Bibo, who gives it back to Gindi, who has nowhere to go. So Bibo has it to Dula. He whips it over to Gindi again, who's not going to take no for an answer.
Great persistence from Egypt there. They just kept probing, pushing. Gindi finishes left-handed right at the basket.
Moraes for three. Good! And more kisses blown to the Angolan fans.
Great rhythm on that shot. He just came round, curled on the top, caught it, dribbled.
And the chance of Moraes. Moraes rained down from the stands behind us. 15 points the advantage. And then Leonel Paulo knocks it away, but it's called for a foul on Dula.
Dula took a big hit to the face there, Jeff.
Dula's asking to come out, so it must have been legit.
Yeah.
Shahata and Amin back in the game. Here it is, watch this. Ooh,
oh my gosh.
He got clotheslined in the neck.
Leonel Paulo. Just the height differential, really. Paulo's hands are out.
Gindi.
Shots just not falling for Egypt at the moment.
That's it. And that should be surely a foul. Gaku.
That pass, not enough pace on it. Too floated.
Great hustle by Shusha. Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah, he got that cleanly, and then he's caught by Gaku. Could have been a foul for Egypt, and that's the sort of momentum they need desperately.
Gaku called for the foul, bowling over Gindi.
Yeah,
but they'd like those turnovers because then they could get some fast break points.
Yeah.
That's why those are doubly important for this Egypt team.
Gindi did go down pretty easy. Gaku's trying to create the contact and then get into his move, but didn't get a chance to as Gindi hit the floor.
You know, the guards have to play well in a tournament like this. And when you look at some of the efforts of Gonçalves for Angola, he really has been good, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, not just today, but in their win and also in their defeats. And maybe Pep Barros is leaning more heavily on him now. We haven't seen as much from Ndonyema today since he picked up his third foul. I don't think he's even come back into the game yet. And here is an offensive foul, moving screen on Bibu.
Yeah, the frustration builds for Egypt. Fourth foul for Qualif Bibu. Moving screen.
Leo Paulo has it knocked away by Amin. Great hustle from Amin. Terrific.
Paulo, as you say, is just not getting into it. That move was way too slow and deliberate, and he just didn't react quick enough.
Robbie catches it. Trapped in the corner by Mingus. Hands it off to Shahata, then gets it back. He goes up and lays it in.
Robbie, great move, just stepped inside after he'd handed the ball off, and once he's under the basket, tough player to deal with.
Chavez drives in. This is what I'm talking about. Every time he has an answer.
Yeah, again, smooth move. Gonçalves uses the basket as a protector. Goes round the far side with the left hand.
He's got 11 points. Amin, over to Ali Ahmed.
Nice mid-range jump shot from Ali Ahmed. He's in a few of those this tournament. Know the spots where you can be effective.
Now to Moraes. He must have been tempted to launch it, but he hands it off to Gilson. And Gilson Bango throws it out of bounds.
That's where he needs to kick it out there. He's off balance. If he tries to get that shot up, Arabi's right there to block him. Just got to realise if it's not your shot, just kick the ball out, recycle it.
Amin hands it off to Shusha. Back to Ali Ahmed. And then he gets it to Arabi again.
Yeah, Wilson Bango getting isolated there by Arabi. He's got to learn. He's got great athleticism.
He was just warned not to interfere with the ball when it comes through the hoop. Watch this.
Yeah. Just
puts it up.
Yeah. Arabi got Gilson Bango on his back. He couldn't get over the top of Arabi there to deny the pass in. And easy two for Arabi.
Here's Amin. He was going for the steal. Look at Lukene. Chavez very aware of the Amin presence. Oh, look at that. Oh, Joseph Bango at the right place. Now Moraes. And again, the taller Lukene gets it, and the three-pointer from Moraes. And that's what happens.
Yeah.
Second opportunities.
Much better by Gilson Bango. Kicked it out for the first three, which Moraes missed. Then the second time in the corner. Wonderful shot. Carlos Moraes.
It's unusual to see Angola playing with the lead. Really, it's the first time all tournament. And I guess they led Cape Verde, didn't they, for much of the game? Gemby. And the turnover from Moraes gives it back over.
Yep. Wojciech just calmly talking to the players, then the coach. Great job. But good job by Ali Ahmed knocking this away, and then good job by Wojciech just keeping everybody calm.
Moraes saying he was hit on the right hand.
But he dribbled into a tight area. Ali Ahmed saw that and jumped on it.
Timeout.
لف الكرة وانت بتبص له تحت الحلقة مش مانك. واحد كان معدي. الله ايه حضرتك بتسكتني؟ اسمعني هنكمل داون دلوقتي لو سمحتوا. الراجل اللي نزل عمر طارق بيعمل له سكرين برضه رجع يقف هنا. قلت لك اتحرك بالراحه كده ومره واحده اطلع. لما تطلع بص على عمر طارق. الراجل التاني من غير سكرين لف انت على طول الشوطه. هو بيحارب هنا على الانسايد باص. انت لف على الشوطه وطلع شويه معاه هبله بس داون ولف من غير سكرين. يبقى مره على النص
Well, it feels like the last throw of the dice for Egypt. Morais, 15 points, 4 of 7 from 3, and well, this was the second attempt in this sequence, and look at the early height as the defense closes in on him, and he knows that's a massive shot, and that's tough as well. And again, he's got so much energy in his body and his feet, the bounce and the poise and the passion. Carlos Morais.
I mean, the clock now becoming the enemy. Shusha, good! Oh, wow!
Wow, way downtown for that three-pointer, nothing but net. Shusha just catching it, one dribble, and knocks it down.
Morais, 4 of 7 from three-point range. Does he have another one coming? Feels like every time they need a basket, either he or Gerson Gonçalves come up with a big play. Number 3, well, here he is. Shot clock down to 4. Oh, good play by Amin. And he pulls up, he puts it up, and I think that was probably the right choice as they chase the game. Gonçalves fouled. 2 shots.
Yeah, too much dribble from Morais there on that steal from Amin, and Gonçalves will be disappointed he hasn't made this. Got the contact he wanted as Amin dived in, and he'll be thinking he should have knocked that down, but he's at the line for 2 shots. He's 2 of 2 from the line so far tonight. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal.
But it's also that he plays, the way he plays, he kind of has control of the game, doesn't he? He's able to, like, take time off the clock on possessions.
Yeah.
He kind of lulls, you know, the opponent, not necessarily to sleep, but just makes it really difficult on a team, especially this trailing. He only makes 1 of 2, however. Amin was team down 12, hands it off to Gindi. Shusha over to Amin, and the ball goes off of that man we were just talking about, Gonçalves. It's difficult to know what to call players for both of these teams. They've all got all kinds of names. Names on the jerseys, names on the score sheet. Take your pick.
Maiden names. Just making us having to work for our fee here.
Yes.
Extra research, but the teams have been very helpful in confirming the names.
That's right, and good hands by, was it Morais that forced the turnover?
Well, let's see what happens here. So, yeah, the attack, it may well have come off Shusha off his leg.
That's what they ruled.
Yeah, and that's correct call. From the reverse angle, it's clear.
Alzab back in. Wouldn't be surprised if he launched one from the corner, but again, this is what they need. They need steals and points off turnovers, and it's difficult to do against the guy who has the ball right now. Mingus. Oh, and the dunk from guess who? Gilson. Bango.
Yeah, nice smooth offense, and then they attacked, and Bango in behind with the throwdown. Wow.
He's been quiet.
I like Mingus there. Quick attack, quick jump stop, freezes the defense for a second. Bango, bangs it through the hoop. Oh, golly. Over the top of Ali Ahmed. They're tough, Angola. They are growing into this tournament. If they prevail in this game, Jeff, who knows what they can do against Senegal.
Well,
big if.
I know there's a lot of doubters, especially back home in Angola.
Yeah.
And now the ball goes off of Gendi, who tries to make his move before he's got the ball.
And look at Ndonima. He was pumping his chest. They're all up together, clapping, cheering, and a very together group. And seems quite a while ago now in that press conference after their second consecutive defeat, when Coach Claros was getting grilled by the journalists.
Azab fouled. They were kind of locked in together. So Egypt trailing by 14. You can see the arm there.
Yeah.
Egypt started with a 72-56 win over Central African Republic, which maybe the margin of victory was slightly deceptive in that, because Central African Republic played pretty hard. I mean, they were within striking distance until the very end. And now the turnover, and again, Amin, where he likes to be on the break. Then Egypt jumped out to that 27-10 first quarter lead against Tunisia. And look at the dive on the floor. Bibu able to get it to Hisham. They've got to hurry. Azab for three. Good. Well, that just about keeps them in it.
Great hustle from Egypt. Bibu on the floor, then they recycle it. And Omar Azab wide open for the three. Angola have got to keep on the pace here. They've got to keep chasing on defense. No switching off at all.
And Leonardo Paulo throws it down, and that probably is what you call a dunk dagger.
A beautiful play from Paulo. It all opened up in front of him, so he kept going and threw it down off 2 feet.
I mean, gets the foul called. Well, never say never.
Yeah.
I mean, you certainly can't allow dunks like we just saw if you want to come back.
And then again attacking. They're very static, Maurice. Maurice doesn't.
This is Leo Paulo. Look at this.
Yeah.
He may be getting up in years, but he's got good pace. And the veteran Paulo shows that he can still get up. 35 years of age. So Amin gets it back to a 10-point deficit. So you get a steal and a fast break, a couple steals or a three-pointer. I mean, it's not over yet. So
no, and they're where they want to be now. They've made the free throw. And now they can put their pressure defense on, and they got the right guys on the floor to carry that out. And Arabi waiting at the back to be an intimidator.
okay, they're going to inbound the basketball. Egypt's players looking on, hoping for a miracle. And almost. Shehata, and look at that. Azab comes in with a steal, and that's the Egypt we've been looking for. They've been missing in action. And now they appear to have returned.
Again, Moraes passing it back towards his own basket. That's dangerous. And while that's going on, Coach Mara and Leonardo Paulo are chatting on the sideline, and at the other end of the floor, Egypt get the score, and very sloppy by Angola, Jeff.
It was. They just listen to Coach Pep Claros.
Carlos, Childe y Carlos, ¿sí? ¿Vale? Estás aquí en baixo, estás aquí en baixo. 5, estás aquí. Queremos primero bloqueo, recibir Childe, bola Leukene. Si puede Chile recibir, ataca rápido para pasar. Cuando llegamos aquí, todos estamos aquí en baixo. Todos aquí en baixo. Que quieren venir a hacer un trap. Si este solo quiere venir a hacer un trap, bom, então tu te moves. Mas se não, gastas tempo jogando 5, Leuquene ou Chile. Leuquene ou Chile. Último segundo. Se busca la falta.
Yeah, the fans behind us cheering this Angolan team on. They need to refocus, lock in. And Moraes has done so many good things. Turned it over there at a crucial time.
He was definitely not blowing a kiss to the crowd after that.
It's 3 turnovers now for Moraes, 17 turnovers in total for Angola.
So Moraes is going to try to inbound the basketball. Alzab comes up, he's got nowhere to throw it, and almost a 5-second violation. He was able to get it to Dundao. And this is it, Gonçalves going in for the dunk, and then Gilson Bango makes the mistake of bringing the basketball down where he is wrapped up by Hisham, but fortunately for Angola, the possession arrow favors them.
Yeah, I think that's what Childe Dundao is saying. Just keep it up there, but hey, that's something he's got to learn. Got to get into good habits as a big. He's got so many assets, him and Teodoni Odo.
Mingus now has to inbound it, and he's facing the pressure. He gets it into Childe Dundao. And Lekani drives in. Hisham going for the steal. Oh, early. Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Hisham called for the foul, reaching over from behind on Moraes. And it's a tough call on the one hand, but on the other hand, you can understand why he's wanting to get so close to him.
Yeah. Well, he's chasing him. Carlos
Moraes has hit so many three-pointers today.
Yeah. Carlos Moraes got the step on Hisham, and Hisham's then chasing, and as soon as he pulls up, Hisham just runs into him.
And so far, he has not been punished. That's one miss. Does not get the second one either.
And he's just 50% coming into this game from the line, and the pressure even gets to the great ones, Jeff.
He basically has his hand on the door, and he can shut it.
Yep.
But he only makes 1 of 3, so Egypt not fully punished. If they could get a 3, it would be a 6-point game. Clock is the enemy. Mingus, the 5th foul, that stops the clock.
Yeah, they're in the penalty.
Well, Gindi has not been perfect at the line. Today, he's 1 of 2. His time, makes the first. He came into the shooting only 50% at the free throw line.
Yeah.
But he took his time and made both. So a little closer for Egypt, but they've lost about 15 seconds. Now, arrested Indonyama comes into the game. Fresh bodies come in. Dula, stays in.
Egypt have all their speedsters on the floor in the front court.
Oh boy, he had Dundao there. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. And look at that. And Childe Dundao was looking for a foul, I think, and he turned it over. Oh, incredibly, incredible.
Wow. That is so unfortunate for Egypt, the work.
Look at this.
And the hustle,
the pass. Well, the problem was it was thrown right between them. They didn't know who's.
Yeah, someone just needed to grab that or just get spacing better, but that's what's going to happen in broken play.
Angola catch a break.
Yeah. Again, Marais with the pass. Too much distance between him and Childai Dundal, who made a great catch initially, and then too much pressure from Egypt. It's tough to win at this championship. Very tough.
Good job, Gerson Gonçalves. Now they're taking vital seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
That was their chance.
Yeah.
That was their chance to get that steal.
He had to stop the clock, but the problem was he was behind Gonçalves, and once he just grabbed him from behind, there's a major problem, and I think Wojciech has done the correct thing. He had to give a unsportsmanlike. It's not a basketball play. That's why they brought the rule in.
So disappointing in for Amin, who has been Egypt's best player in this tournament. And, you know, the post-mortem or the debrief will be, guys, everything was going great until we lost to Egypt, having led by 19 points in that game in the first half. Tunisia, excuse me. And, you know, there was a lot of back chat to the refs. I mean, I hope that they identify that, because, you know, that kind of stuff is what kind of, you stop playing basketball and you start worrying about referees, and that's not a good thing. And then the inexplicable happened when they came up against Guinea, and it just didn't seem like they were ready to play.
Yes, preparation and
so even though they came,
planning there.
even though there's no such thing as an easy qualification for the quarterfinal, you know, you know, they're working on, you know, they've lost momentum. You know, it's the mindset.
Yeah. Yeah.
And meanwhile, Angola have had to overcome adversity themselves. You know, an overtime defeat, then tough loss to Rwanda. But they've done what they've had to do.
Yeah.
They beat DR Congo.
Yeah. That was a big result, and they've played tough all 4 games, and they're finding a way to win here. But Egypt have ended up just playing frustrated. They haven't complained so much today. I think they've done a better job in that respect.
Yeah.
But they're just not playing to the highs of what we expect them to play. Missing Anas, I think, has been huge. But you have to go with who's left, and just hasn't quite worked out for them in this AfroBasket.
So chance of Angola. And Childai Dundal puts it up.
It's one. Just sorting out the time remaining just to see the game off. It's over. Angola, after 2 losses, followed up with 2 wins, Jeff, and they're just starting.
They're probably not where they want to be in terms of, they know they should be playing better, and now they have to take on the tournament favorites, probably.
Sure.
Although Rwanda, Cape Verde, you know, they've all got their chances.
Côte d'Ivoire as well.
Côte d'Ivoire. But at least they're there, and they have progressed to the next stage. They will take on Senegal. It has been a solid performance today from Angola, the 11-time champions. They win it 70-62 over Egypt.
And the Angolan crowd makes such a difference for the team. 6th man, it's been huge for Rwanda, and the fans that have come in for Angola today have really helped. 15-32 from 2-point range, 9-21 from 3, and 59% from the free throw line. Work to be done there. 13-22, and for Egypt, 19-32 and 5-21 from 3. 4 more rebounds for Angola, same amount of assists and same amount of turnovers.
well below their average, rebounding average, Angola, but still winning. 16
points for Moraes. He continues to be their leading scorer. Missed a couple of free throws, but he made a couple of massive threes. And Farag, 11 points. That's Azab, 11 points, the leader for Egypt. So, a happy Angola move on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, you can see that they're together. You can see they've really been through the wars. You know, again, they suffered those tough defeats.
Yeah, and I think that really brought them together, gave them some steel. There was so much good stuff that they did, especially the defensive end. And now Moraes steps up. It's a great, he just missed 1-3 where Gilson Bango had kicked it out. Then he got it again. He wasn't going to miss the second time.
You know, we're talking about, though, you know, we're talking out throughout the game about, you know, they might have, you know, if they win, they'll have to play Senegal. And really what I think Pep Claros has been doing is just saying, hey, listen, we just have to concentrate on the here and now, and try to get better as a team and try to beat who's in front of us.
Yeah, take care of their own business.
And sometimes in a tournament, you could, you know, maybe Senegal have done that. I think Boniface Ndong is certainly, to me, seems like he's transmitting the right things to his team, like, hey, let's keep our focus. But when you're winning and you're winning easily and you start thinking this is going to be the year, things can go haywire. But when you win tough games like this Angola, you know, when you have to fight and claw and do everything, sometimes it works to your advantage. So there you have it. They take on Senegal in the quarterfinals. And then if you look at tonight, Rwanda taking on Guinea, they will advance to take on Cote d'Ivoire. So stick around for the next one, folks. Thanks for watching.